What's up, everyone? It's Wild Runs Disc Golf, and today we're talking about something that is probably not going to be too interesting for a lot of you, but I think it's important to make, and that is what I would like to achieve in disc golf. I definitely see myself being a little bit unpredictable to a lot of people. I definitely could be potentially making top 10 at a lot of tournaments, but I also could be the guy that just really chokes and does not make it anywhere. And I think the biggest thing to determine that I am going to be somebody that gets in the top 10, potentially wins an A tier or something, is just practice. I've noticed that my game gets a whole lot better when I'm playing every day. Every morning I do a practice round. Every afternoon I do putting practice. Like, all of this really amounts to just putting in the work and getting better and better, and just making sure that if you're outside circle, you at least have a chance at it. Because right now, I'm not making maybe more than 10% of outside circle putts. So I would say my main goal is honestly to cash out at least one pro tournament. Now, that is a pretty lofty goal. That is pretty hard to achieve because I'd have to get like a 950 rating at least, and I'd still have to really show up to play at a tournament where people like Kevin and Macbeth are playing. So I would guess that's not coming in the next year, 2 years, 3 years, but I could see myself doing it within the next 4 or 5 years. So I think the biggest thing for me is just continually practicing and getting to that point where it can be a possibility. With that said, I will have to put in a ton of work to get to that rank. And so this year for 2021, I do plan on doing at least probably 10 tournaments. And if I can get to a point where I'm getting top 10, top 5, top 3 even, then that dream gets a little bit closer, but I don't foresee that happening too much for this year. I'm still a little bit of a beginner, but I definitely liked my performance from my last tournament. I was shooting on potentially like top 5 round, but knowing my luck and Kansas wins, that was just not going to happen. I went OB so many times after my front 9, so I was unfortunate. But I could definitely see myself being the outside chance, out of nowhere guy that wins a tournament, A tier, not a pro tournament. So if I can get to an intermediate tournament, intermediate, and show up to play, get top 3, and potentially get to the next rank, then that dream gets a little bit closer. I really have to just keep on working and grinding. But I do see myself potentially winning B tier and ranking top 5 in an A tier. So as far as right now, I would say, no chance right now. My ability to lay up and putt is just not there. My drives are actually looking pretty good. I think I can get the distance that most low level pro players get, so that's great. But everything else is a little bit 50-50 if I do good or bad. So I just have to keep on grinding, keep on figuring out which discs work for me, because I've seen a lot of discs that are great for certain shots, but when I do it 2-3 times, I only get the right result one time. So I think disc selection is going to be huge for me, because I also purchased so many discs starting out, and I think that's everyone's curse, but I definitely did it as well. So just getting the right disc for the right shot, figuring out how to do 150 foot layup consistently, and just getting those outside circle 1 putts. If I can nail that, then, that's kind of 50% of the sport. But if I can get that, then I think I have a pretty good chance of really improving my rank. It's just really going to have to come to, am I practicing enough? Am I doing the amount of hours that I need to be good? I hear interviews with Ricky and Macbeth, and they're like saying that they practice putting 2 to 3 hours every day. I'm not doing that, and I don't foresee myself ever doing that. But if I do get to the point where I can practice an hour a day and do at least a 9-hole or a full course every day, then I could see myself really improving quickly. I have seen, though, there's people like Nico that play 6 rounds in a single day consistently. And that doesn't seem to work out as well. So I think there's a little bit of law of diminishing returns there, but I do think that the more you play, the more you get better. So if I can just continually practice the right shots and the right disc with the right amount of power, then I could see myself doing really good. But for right now, my dream is just place at a pro tier tournament. So we'll see if that actually happens. I would like to know your guys' aspirations as well. That'd be super interesting. But with that, it's Weldrun signing out. Peace.